Yeah, come holla, come holla, hola. Hola, mis amigos. Uno nombre un poco español de variar chuchut. Boy, we'll be speaking multiple languages without stress. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Who missed me? Who missed me? Yeah, the king is back. Yeah. I'm back. What's good? Buzzer. What's going on, man? What's happening? Who missed me? The king being back means all the vibe is back. You know how we do. You know how we do. You know how we do. What's going on? How you doing? Who missed the king? Royalty. You know how we roll. You know how we roll. What's going on, guys? It's been a while. It's been a couple of days, like 3 days. I disappeared. Damn. You know, sometimes you just gotta disappear without scarcity. There will be no value. And that value, that scarcity. Ah, family is good. Family is good. Weather is it's okay. It was actually better today. There was sun today. Maybe because the weather knew I was coming on stream, he decided to be better today. The weather was bump. You know, yeah, it's gonna start soon. It's gonna start soon. You know how we actually have training tomorrow, so like I'm getting my fitness back up. Trying to see what's happening, what's gonna happen, what's good. You know, getting back the form, trying to train again. I've been going to the gym every single day. I was at the gym this morning. I was at the gym yesterday, and I'm gonna train tomorrow. I'm just like I'm on the. There's no time. I'm hitting in. I'm hitting training. Dun, 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 dun. You know. So like, your boy's grinding, trying to find a new team, and let's see how things will go in the coming weeks. Who we're gonna talk to, how communication is gonna go with some people, with some team managers, and all of that. You know. But yeah. What's going on? What's up with you? What's new? My mind keeps switching off and on because it's trying to stop my shine. You can't stop my shine, Mr. Microphone. You can't stop my shine. If you like switch up 100 million times, I'm gonna be here 102 million times. God damn it. Sometimes you just gotta just go off. You can't do nothing. My mind keeps switching off, trying to get me to shut the fuck up, but I'm not going to do that. I do what I want on this mic. I talk how I want. I say what I want. I think I should start playing music on stream, but if I start playing music on stream, then I almost stop streaming on YouTube. That's the crazy part because copyright problems has hit me so many times that I just want to avoid issues with YouTube. It feels like at this point they're just against me. You know how we do. What's going on with you? How you doing? How's the weather where you are? How's the family? How's work? How's our school? What's up with you? You know, we ain't gotta pretend like I'm the only one that should talk. Y'all should tell me what's going on with you guys. What's up with you? Buzza, Ibiza. Buzza, Ibiza. That's a very username, actually. Tell me what's up with you. Like today. One good thing about the sun is that when you live in a cold country, not just cold country, when you've lived for a very long time in a very cold weather, and you find it difficult to see the sun. When you finally see the sun, you appreciate it more just because your moods get elevated. You know, in Russia they say настроение поднималось, поднимается maybe. So like the weather just this catapults your mood, you know, and just makes it very bright. Suddenly you want to smile. Suddenly you want to speak, laugh out loud. You know, so suddenly you want to go outside. Suddenly you want to just chill, walks. And bro, a couple of days ago I couldn't do that shit. You know, yo, really? 1 degree in the UK, you guys are balling, my man. Peter, nice to meet you, Peter. I'm pretty sure you probably know now that my name is King. Real name. That's a nick. That's not a nickname. Of course, the name of the brand and the channel is King Gulia, but yeah, it's King. You know, but like having 1 degree is like luxury, my man. Today we had like minus 15, 16 degrees or 18, but the sun was shining, so the weather was okay. You get. But you guys are my plus 1 degrees, bro. At this point, plus 1 degrees, I probably wear a hoodie, man. Bro. You're still at work. That's nice. Yeah, like it's I can imagine, man. I can imagine. My sister lives in the UK actually, so like she kind of complains of the weather sometimes, but she doesn't complain all the time, of course. But, like, what kind of work do you do? Where what time is it? Why are you not at home by this time of the day? Do you work at night? I mean, except you work at night, that's the only allowed. But if you don't work at night, why the hell are you at work by this time, Peter? I'm just kidding. Like, what kind of work do you do? You know how we do. Peter. It's a nice name, you know. Can you advise me, Peter? What kind of monitor should I get? I'm trying to find a very cheap one that will make my Mac stop doing this nonsense. Anytime the light goes off, just know that it switches off. So I kind of try to repeat myself whenever it happens, so that you can hear me. Oh boy, it's crazy out here today. You know, like a lot of things has been going on in the world with the Epstein files, with the kidnappings and all of those things. Shit's going on in Nigeria, for example. You know, hi yo, what's good, my man? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Uh, Yango Singo. I hope that's not your real name, but if that's your real name, that's a very cool name actually. That's a cool username. Yango Yango Singo. Yango Singo Kinto Tunto. Yango Singo Lindo Kunto. Yango Singo Lingo Lindo Sindo. What's good, mate? How you doing? I'm gonna guess where you're from. I'm pretty sure you're probably from the UK. You know, you guys are the only ones that say mate. I have a Scottish guy. Uh, he's he like only addresses me as mate. How you doing, mate? What's up, mate? What's going on, mate? You know, mate. Like it is what it is, mate. You see me, mate. You know, like I get it, mate. Imagine how funny it was if I started using mate. Imagine how funny it would sound if I started saying like mate, and I don't even live in the UK. I've never been to the UK before, and then I start addressing people as mate. What's up, mate? What's going on, mate? It'll be so funny. Oh my god, like mate, mate. What's up with this mic? Yeah, where you watching from? Have you guys been following the news about what's happening with these files and all of that? You know, it's a bit of on this channel we talk about so many things. You know, like politics and all of that. But if you guys don't want to talk about politics, I will gladly skip that topic. Like, yo, okay, Peter, you're enough, really. Uh huh. Wow, that's crazy. You know, Peter, I feel like nurses, doctors, you guys are not celebrated enough. For real. Like, can you imagine? That's crazy. 12 hours, hourly shifts. That's crazy. 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Crazy. Wow. I can't even imagine. Really. That's nice. But guess what's the good news? You're finishing in like 40 minutes. You're going home. It feels much better when you know that in like 30 minutes, one less than an hour, I'm getting the hell out. But kudos to you guys. Like, that, when I work at the hospitals, do everything possible to make sure you take care of people that are sick and try to make sure they get well. You know, I feel like you guys should be celebrated a lot. Actually, working 12-hour shifts is crazy. I don't even know how you're able to pull that off, but like, you're doing a great job for real. Actually, I'm also glad it's 7 p.m. here. I'm in Moscow. If you don't know, it's 10 p.m. It's 10:17 p.m. Probably 7:17 now in the UK. But like here now, it's like 10:17 because we're like 3 hours ahead of you guys. Sometimes it becomes 2 hours ahead of you guys, but like now, at the time of the year, my mic keep going off. It's so frustrating and annoying. But I'm not gonna let it stop me from saying what I want to say. We're 3 hours ahead of you guys. But sometimes I think time changes or something like that. It becomes 2 hours. I remember last year, 2 years ago, it was like 2 hours or something like that. A couple of months back, I think it changes because from the weather as well. And your work, Mr. Pete. You're welcome. Do you like work every day? 12 hours every day? Or like how many days in a week do you work? I hope not every day. I hope it's like 1 day, 2 days, or maybe like how do I say, like probably 2 days on, 2 days off, or like Monday to Friday, even Monday to Friday, 12 hours every single day. It's crazy, you know. It's like tormenting somebody, but like you do like 2 days on, 2 days off. Okay, that makes sense. So that you have your time to like rest and recover. But like anything less than that is diabolical, for real. So like it would be interesting to know how you walk. Have you guys seen? There's a. Let me show you guys. There's like a Is it is this thing I saw about a beggar in India. Where was he? Like that built security. Sorry, has a driver, has a couple of cars, an apartment, and so on. He got his money from begging. We never knew begging was a good career. Who could tell that begging one of those professions that, but it's one of those professions that can be very lucrative. But the difficult about something like this is that you would, as a person, stop helping people just because of one bad example. Because there are people that actually beg, they're actually begging, that really need it. But because some bad egg like this dude I'm about to show you guys spoils it for other people, so it becomes very sad. And you choose not to help other people just because of one person. This guy, this Mister, said he beggar found to possess 3 houses. 3 houses. I actually thought it was less than that. 3 houses. All this is acquired from the process of what? Begging. just that statement begging is just it has no reputation inside it, Okay, you do about 4 days a week. Like I have a problem with YouTube. YouTube actually is against me. They're blocking my videos. They don't push it. Even when I had an issue with some of my shorts. I grew my channel a lot. A lot of my followers through shorts actually. So like I've been making a lot of long videos. It's almost like they're blocking my videos because I had an issue with them that didn't give me a ban. Now I'm currently demonetized. I'm not I'm streaming for free and all of I'm just doing it because I love content. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to solve this issue. They demonetized my channel, banned me for a long time. Now I can't collaborate with people officially online. I can't my videos are not being pushed intentionally. Uh what else? They're telling me to build more chat history and it's just crazy a lot of things, but it's all trying to contact the creator support, but it's almost like they're blocking me from contacting them as well. So it's just a whole lot of mediocrity to here, right, left, and right. What do I have to do? I'm just gonna have to like wait and just chill, like, and hope that it will be the situation will improve in the future. I I I think about it today. I'm not gonna lie. Even before coming on stream now, I was thinking about it. It made me very sad. But like, what can I do? I have two videos now that I've not posted because I feel like why would I put a lot of work to post videos on YouTube doesn't post them or doesn't push them. It's a waste of my effort and all of that. Even I have a YouTuber friend who has a smaller channel of like 70,000 or 71,000. So yeah, so I opened another account, but like I don't want my efforts here to just waste. Bro, it's hard starting afresh again from zero. Like, can you imagine starting from zero again? What will happen to this account? So it will just die like that. Man, I opened another one, but I've not anything there. Just because I'm just thinking like, am I gonna start out afresh again? Can't I revive this account? It's just because I posted some videos on some shorts. I think somebody reported my channel actually. I posted some shorts that I made a reaction to. The owner reported it. I think the owner like reported me to YouTube. YouTube gave me a strike. The owner asked me to pay like $2,000 or $1,500 for them to remove the strike from YouTube. I said no, I'm gonna wait it out. Why will I pay? I'm not even making that money from the video, that much from the video, something like that. And I had to serve the ban and a couple of other videos. When you make nation content, sometimes you get the videos on the internet and you don't really know the original creators. So I feel like some original creator reported my channel or something like that to the YouTube team. And again, YouTube has been attending to me through AI. So like they banned me because of some content. They say it's reused content. Then I was filming most of my videos without a mic. Now I'm filming with a mic, so you can clearly hear my voice. Even say something in those videos, you wouldn't hear my voice properly just because they're not loud enough, and I can't really overlay my voice on a video. But now I've been doing what they want me to be doing. I talk more on my videos. I uh, I react more constructively, of course. And I've been trying to contact them like, yo, revisit my channel, remove all of this nonsense that you guys have been doing. But like, they are not letting me. They're just the easiest ways that I would usually use to contact them before they're making it very difficult now, honestly. It's very sad. I opened a new account, but I just don't know what to put. I want to post, but like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just frustrating. I'm contemplating. Like, do you know how much it took me? How much time it took me to get to 1,000 subscribers? And then after 1,000, how much it took me to get to 100,000 to 200,000 to 221,000? I've lost like 3,000 followers and subscribers. Starting afresh again is just frustrating. I mean, who knows? I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe God has a plan. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like I'll be wasting a lot of energy. What's up with this mic? Come on. I just believe there's hope. I feel like the reason why I don't really like opening people that open second channels when they've not really succeeded in one is like it's like it's like in the statement. You have to first succeed in one before you choose to open another one. You know? Yeah, like that's the plan. That's I told you I have two videos already now that I'm about to post, but like I'm thinking I should post one of those videos to the Russian account. I don't know the reaction that it's gonna get, but it will be crazy to just post it and don't even see one view from it. So frustrating, having 218,000 people, you can't even get 50 views on your videos. 100 views is like a luxury for my channel, you know? Yeah, that's the plan. Bro, if I tell you I don't want to go to this place, I'm lying. I legit want to go. Today, tomorrow is 6th. I was supposed to go on a trip with the Scottish YouTuber that I filmed with on the channel. I was supposed to go to the St. Petersburg with Sapsan Train. I know it will. Like, but you don't want to make this video. You spend money making these videos. The reason I want to revive, definitely I want to go there. I even have people from Dagestan. I want to go to Armenia, for example. I want to go to Dagestan. I want to go to Siberia, Ekaterinburg, Khabarovsk. Like, so many popular places, especially places that people want to see. Sochi, of course. I've gone to Sochi 3 times, but now I want to go and make a content. So, like, the reason I'm telling you all of this is that you're spending money going to places. You don't want to just spend your own money going to these places and you don't make them back. Because I've suffered so much on content that I want to be making. I want to have an ROI on my return on investment on my content. If I just keep putting, it's like insanity. Just doing, and expecting a different result and nothing changes. I just feel like there's hope. I feel like if I'm able to revive it from YouTube, then they can push my videos to my viewers, and my viewers can probably watch my videos, or even new viewers. I have places I want to go to. I haven't to go to Moscow Oblast. I speak Russian a little, so I can clearly communicate with these people. Bro, I want to travel around Russia. Russia is a very big, milking country to explore. A lot of people want to see a lot of things. I want to see a lot of things personally, you know? So, like, imagine seeing a lot of things, filming it, and just creating memories, man. I want to do all of these things. But, like, you don't want to do these things and just lose money, burn your time, and don't get them back. My Scottish friend is monetized. His videos are getting views every single day. People watch his videos. He's very sure of at least 5,000 views from his videos because the viewers watch his videos. And this guy he's been here less than I am. I have been. I have so many places I want to go. I have so many things I want to show. But it's not even an excuse. It's just based on statistics. I don't want to waste my content. Like this new channel. If I don't know, I'm not gonna lie. Scary, frustrating, and annoying. You don't want to keep working so hard and just have your account dead like this, like trash. Really, I really wish there could be something different. So I have somebody and can contact the YouTube team. You know, I really wish so. Honestly, I really wish so because I even like went out in the cold to film some interesting content for you guys. But the moment you remember that shit is free. I mean, you get to do things for free before you start getting paid, but not in my situation because I've been doing it for a couple of years, man. I've been posting every single day. I post every day. I post shots every day. I still make reaction videos, but I just stopped making them because I want to make the Russian videos. But like these videos are supposed to get a lot of views, but nothing is happening so far. Like really. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know what else to do. By the way, this guy, I'm already just sad. So this guy that, what's his name? This beggar that kind of made a lot of money through begging is a very wise man, like you said, Peter. Dude, let me read out the things they said about him. Said, a leprosy-stricken beggar on the streets of a leprosy-stricken beggar on the streets of Indore in the Indian state of is this Madhya Pradesh turned out to be a true slumdog millionaire with several houses, vehicles, and businesses to his name. The media in India reported as part of concentrated efforts to make Indore a beggar-free city. Local authorities recently rescued a physically challenged man who had been begging for years in the hustling Sarafa Bazaar. Indian cities actually have very interesting names. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, Peter, you know him, Jim. Unable to walk, the 50-year-old, he's actually 50-year-old, that's crazy. Unable to walk, the 50-year-old, only known as only Mangilar, spent his days cross-legged on a small wooden platform filled with wheels, slowly pushing himself around. He had lost his fingers to leprosy, so he was a sorry sight that made many reach into their pockets for a few notes, obviously. It's kind of people, if I had an opportunity, of course, I would help. Yeah, so they said Mangilal always stood on his platform with his gaze fixed on the ground, which only made him more pitiful, of course. But it turns out this was carefully a planned strategy that made him richer than most able bodied people in the world. After he was taken off the streets, after he was taken off the streets, brought in, given a shower, and provided with clean clothes, Angina was questioned by civil servants about his situation. It turned out that he wasn't as helpless as he could. The person that wrote this article is crazy. He said he wasn't as helpless as he what? As he appeared, of course. He reportedly earned thousands of rupees per day, begging and was lending money to. Are you serious? Shopkeepers in the Sahara Bazaar interest. Subsequent checks revealed that he was not homeless, but actually owned three houses, three-story building, a second house, and a flat that was given to him by a government welfare program. Damn. This guy is a very smart guy, actually. I'm not gonna lie. He's too smart. Yo, LJ, what's good? JB, sorry. It's good. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time you came here. In addition, he owned two auto rickshaws that he had rented out to others, and a car for which he had hired a driver on a salary of 12,000 rupees, about $230. Mangilal himself admitted that the money he earned in Safara wasn't required for survival, but rather a source of funds for various investments. Crazy. I'm good, JB. How you doing? It's been a long time. I haven't heard from you in a while. How's life, man? Yeah, so officials are currently checking if the 50-year-old beggar has any bank accounts to his name as well as during the investigation. If it was revealed that Mangala's family members were also involved in begging, I certainly go there, but don't beg. It's the people that it's the people that put the money in my pocket or throw coins or notes on the wooden board. Man, that's crazy. What do you guys think about somebody like this? I think, yo, JB is good. Everything is good, man. It's good to hear from you again. Like, if you have somebody like this that is wise enough to act broke and have so many investments and so many assets to his name, then we should be very, very careful who help in the streets, who appeared to be very pitiful and helpless. Because with this kind of person, he has spoiled the way for other people in this situation who most likely need help as well. I try to help people as much as I can when I have the opportunity and ability to do so. But like at this situation, imagine the rest of the people in different parts of the country and the rest of the world that live like this. Imagine having three cars, three houses, vehicle, a driver that you're paying and things like that. And just having shopkeepers that you rent out. It's just crazy. Like, and the fact that it's in a place like India is even crazier. Making a lot of money in India doesn't mean that a lot of people give out money to beggars in India on Indian streets. Imagine if he was American, he was just earning only in dollars. He's earning in rupees. And he's made all of this money and had so many investments. Yes, of course, he's a very wise man because it's not just in earning the money, it's what you do with the money that you earn. Bro, Jeffrey Epstein. That guy is a diabolically evil, brain rotting, dark minded devil. I'm not a saint, but bro, this guy is definitely worse than me. I'm not even close to this guy in anything. And the reason I'm saying that is that, like, I'm a Christian. The Bible says, don't judge other people, don't point the finger and say somebody's like this, that. But, like, based on what this guy has done, this guy is one of the most evil human beings in the world. But here's what I want to say. The fact that he's like a salt to so many rich and powerful people is what makes it crazier. The fact that he has connections to people in different parts of the world, different continents, different countries, not just random people and not just random rich men, influential and wealthy men based on money wise, connection wise, politics, royalty, Trump. Bro, who is bigger than Trump in that list? Trump, the president of the United States of America, being on that list is diabolical. It's crazy. It's unaccustomed for. It's unexpected. It's not supposed to happen. An active president of the United States. I feel like the office of the United States president has been caricatured because of these Epstein's files and Epstein situation. And the crazy part is that the investigations just got started. We don't know how long they're gonna go. We don't know more discoveries that are gonna happen. But come on. And based on all the things I've heard, it's almost like people are just talking and backing and no arrest has been made. Outside of the US, a lot of people are resigning, quitting their public office, stepping down from posts that requires them to serve the public. All of the people that are linked to him, Jeffrey. But like the fact that in America they just talk and nothing is really happening is crazy. He's linked to some of the most powerful men in the world. Like, it's been going on for years. And the crazy thing is that if this guy did not have this situation where he was arrested, how would we have known? All of this would have been going on quietly. The way they were ordering people, like they're ordering McDonald's breakfast. Like the emails, the way they're saying, I like this one. Underage. Underage kiddos. I don't want to just say the full name. It's crazy and sad. Imagine the families of these people. That's why in Russia, for example, I just figured out, I just heard that Putin, the president of Russia, stopped adoption by foreigners in like 2013 or thereabout. Imagine coming to a country like Russia, Ukraine, or these kind of places that have Slavic Russians or Romania, adopt people and just take them to America. You never know what you're taking them to do. Probably to people like Jeffrey, you know? It's very, very sad that we're in a world where things like this happen. People are talking about it, and some people are making a joke out of it. Some people that their names has been mentioned are still in office, walking freely when they're supposed to be behind bars. You know, there are levels to this thing called crime. You know, yeah, because he probably wanted to get get a blackmail on him. So, you know, from what I've also noticed, he's the king of blackmailing. He blackmailed almost everyone that got something from him. He did not hold any public office, political office, but he controlled all of these people. You know, he's a crazy, crazy, bad, bad man. He would try to get dirt on anybody that he could because he felt like he would have leverage on you to be able to get something from you or get you to do something for him in the future. It's crazy. Yeah, for real. You know? And the crazy thing is that the crazy thing is that most of the people involved with him, yeah, saw it like a normal trend. Like, if for some people it was a vacation. Someone like Elon, you know, of course he wanted to blackmail him. It's like it's a massive cannibalism act. The crazy thing is that a lot of these people, a lot of these powerful rich men, quote and unquote, saw it as a way or a means of escape to have a vacation. Can you imagine seeing this as a vacation time to like go and relax with underage people? How can you even be so chill having your daughter's age mate in a place like that? As a man, as a rich man, and you feel very comfortable. It just shows you how disgusting a lot of the rich people are. You know, a lot of people are very disgusting. People do a lot of disgusting things that you have no idea about. I try my best to like stay on the positive side of the internet, but trust me, the negative side also finds its way, and I see some very bad news that when you read them, you become scared. You become scared to even have a child. Like people are boys, girls, people are crazily stupid, people are crazily dangerous, that there are cycles walking on the streets of different countries, different places, and you don't know. You know, is Michael Jackson on that list? I hope not. It would be very crazy if he was on that list. Michael Jackson's own situation was a very different situation, that he was also blackmailed by his record label, according to what I heard. Allegedly, of course. You know, we don't know the full detail, we don't know the full story, but he's not here to defend himself. That's a crazy thing. One Nigerian blogger always say that no matter what you're doing, no matter what's happening, make sure you should not allow somebody to unalive you, because if somebody unalives you, you are done. You can't defend yourself. Anything that anybody says goes, because you will not be here to defend yourself. He forced him to do what? Like, I've been following a lot of the news, but I've not, trust me, where you are, I'm probably not there yet, because it's a lot of things. I think like about 3 million copies or something like that. Can you imagine, like 3 million? Thousands of videos of different people. I think the Prince of Norway, royalty, you know, like Prince of Norway's mom or something like that. You know, and the Prince of Norway is having issues in court, and now his mom, and it's just crazy. You never know who is who. You know, it's like this. Uh, you think so? Mossad agent. You just never know. Like, I think it's probably yes. I think it's probably more complex than that. You saw the last video that he just uploaded a couple of days ago where they were asking him, "Are you afraid of the devil?" And he's afraid of the devil, And he was smiling, People saying, "Do you think you're a monster or something like that?" He was just smiling through it all and making a joke out of it. It's very possible that he works for the Mossad, and it's also possible that he's not working for the Mossad, or he's just a very good blackmailer. you know. And the crazy part is that I actually heard from somewhere or read from somewhere that he's actually alive. He's Jewish. Somebody said he's alive in Israel. That's one of the craziest things I've ever had. After all of these things, all of these files that has been released, he should be investigated. He shouldn't just be found. He should face the consequences. Because these crimes are way beyond life imprisonment. They are way beyond 50 years in jail. They are way beyond somebody being caught and spending less than 1 week in jail. This person should be unalived as well. Because how can you be so evil to be evil to the people, the kids, and then you are evil to usher them as deliveries to this ill, wealth gotten, disgusting, wealthy men of the world that this is what they get their pleasures from. It's very heartbreaking to see things like that. I've tried my best to ignore the news, but it keeps creeping and finding its way back to my feed. Yeah, that's what you would think, but you need to understand that he's a Jew. Yes, that's what I thought. I felt like they said he committed suicide, and then I heard recently that the camera in the jail room where he was not working. So there's a big chance that the person that they say he's that said has been dead is a doppelganger, is a lookalike of him. So how do we find out? Only one way to find out. Find him or show his real body, his DNA to the public at this point. Because there's nothing else that would justify if he's alive or not. Other than showing us his body, showing his face. Even if it means blurring it, but showing it to a group of people and the rest of the internet for us to be able to testify against or before or for him. Of course. That's what I tell you. In everything you're doing in this life, make sure nobody unalives you. Even if somebody unalives you, in a few years' time, they're gonna beg God for forgiveness, and God will forgive them because He's a merciful God. And you'll be the one that has lost on the long run because you were unalived, and the person that unalived you asked God for forgiveness. And guess what? He will probably unalive you, and you go to hell, and he will go to heaven. It's just sad, man. Really. Yeah, I'm glad you're alive, man. But like, try your best. Never get into an unnecessary fight. If you see somebody trying to pull off something that can unalive you, run. Let people call you weak. Let people call you a lazy man. It's better. They say he who lives, he who fears. There's a proverb, a Nigerian proverb. It said, "He who fears lives to fight another day." You know, if somebody's trying to fight you and you run away and say, "No, no, 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 I'm afraid, I don't want to fight," it means you're smart. To the person that is trying to fight you or the people that are close to you that are not your friends, they will call you a loser. You know? But that's not that. That's not how things work. How many news have, for example, someone like Tupac, we've had multiple news that Tupac is still alive, but I don't think that's true. But like, can also be true in a world like this now because the world is just crazy that a lot of things has happened in the world now that you would have to be very, very careful with what you're comparing to the news and how you're judgmental to the news. Really, I just think like the rate at which some things are happening, the Epstein's file, the president, being involved, politicians and all of those things involved. Wherever the file is going to, I feel like it should be saved somewhere not accessible to people, you know? At this point, I feel like if he was another president, I think Trump would have pushed him to resign, you know? But because it's Trump and because it's the United States of America, it's a good thing to do things like this and not to even resign, I guess. Because how can you have all of these things and you have your name mentioned? Like, for example, the President of America has his name mentioned 5,000 times. Yeah, really. That's how I feel now. Like, yeah. I feel like, imagine falling asleep on stream. But guys, I'm gonna like go off stream in like probably 5 minutes. Yeah, I had dinner, man. How you doing? What about you? How you doing with your dinner? What did you have for do? What's the time now actually where you are, JB? I know for Peter is probably around 8 p.m. now, I guess. Or it's still yeah, Peter is probably around 8 p.m. What time is it where you are, JB? How is your work though, by the way? Are you serious? 1:22 a.m. Crazy, that's midnight, you know. I'm actually glad you're starving yourself of sleep to watch this stream. You're a real one, JB. I mean, this is not new. You've been a real one for a long time now. So, like, I really hope that I'm able to create some channel, uh, community, or special members so that people like you who has been supporting the channel from day one, supporting the stream from day one, can have some badges and all of those things. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep, man. I'm so tired and I have to wake up early tomorrow morning again. Thank you so much. JB, you're a real one. Peter, are you still here? Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. You know, I always feel very good after talking to you guys. And you know, I try to stream every single day, even though I miss some couple of days now. I promise I will. I will not. I will try not to miss again. Tomorrow, after training at night, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna stream again. I'll probably stream in the daytime if I have the opportunity to do so. But it is what it is. Yeah, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Peter. You too. You should get some rest. I hope you're not working tomorrow. But if you're working tomorrow, make sure you get some rest and have some good dinner because you've tried today. Working 12 hours is not an easy job, like I told you. So I don't even care what you've eaten at work, but make sure you make some good dinner for yourself. Get some rest and hopefully you join the stream tomorrow as well because I will most likely stream around the same time tomorrow or a little later because I might get home a little late. So like I'll see you guys tomorrow. Paka paka.